Welcome back to Motoblade, everyone. Today I am doing the follow-up video to a video I did a few weeks ago, which is where I asked you guys to give me your questions. So this video will be answering all of my subscriber questions that you guys posted in that video, along with a couple of other frequent questions that I get asked across all of my platforms on social media. Alright, so first question up is Minister Motovlogs wants to know, can I recommend a good highway bike? He wants the best bang for his buck, something fast and planted. I've got a couple of suggestions for that. Number one, I would recommend, if you could find a deal on it, like I did with my Indian Chief, get yourself an Indian Chief. They're fast, they're a cruiser, they're comfy for long hauls on the highway. I would personally go with that for a long haul highway bike if you don't want like all the fancy electronics of the Chieftain or a Roadmaster. In Harley's lineup, I think probably a good option for you might be the Street Bob. That's one bike that they have that I have not done a test ride on yet. Actually, I did ride it, but my GoPro died, so I didn't get a film of it. But the bike itself is great for highway. You have the Milwaukee 107 engine. It's very comfortable. It's got some mini apes on it. You can throw some saddlebags on it if you need to, but it doesn't come with them. And I think that would be a good all-around option for you as well. If you want to go more in the sport lineup, anything sport bike is going to be hard on the butt for long highway rides. But if you want some good power, I would recommend either the Yamaha FZ07 or FZ09. I think now this year the new models are called the MT07s and MT9s, MT10s. Definitely look into those. So those would be my recommendations for something fast, good for highway, and if you don't need all the electronic bells and whistles of something like a Chieftain, a Roadmaster, or even a Street Glide in Harley's lineup, if you don't care about all that sound system, definitely find yourself on one of those bikes. My next question is from Outback Outlaw. He asks if I feel more in control when I'm riding, flying, or skiing. And if you guys have been around my channel, you know I've got videos on all three of those things. I would have to say, I don't know. I want to be in complete control of everything I do. I'm a control freak. As anyone in my family could tell you, I am an absolute control freak. So I would say I feel most in control probably riding and skiing, just because I've done both of those more than flying so far. But I never feel out of control when flying. I think I just feel a bit more comfortable riding and skiing just because I've done both of those things more to this point. But I'm sure the flying will feel just as comfortable with time. So Talking Rock asked what kind of upgrades I'm going to be doing to my Chieftain. Are we talking performance or cosmetic? And the answer is yes, both of those. I plan on doing some performance upgrades. Eventually, I would like to put a stage 3 and just do the 116 conversion kit in this thing and just get as much power out of it as I can. In order to do that, I would also need to have the stage 1 anyway, with the pipes and the new air intake. So I think I'll just start with that and do that first with stage 1. That'll give me some more power, and then eventually we'll upgrade to the 116. As far as cosmetic upgrades, more like accessory upgrades, I guess. I'm going to get a backrest and get some highway pegs for longer hauls. I also want to get the, oh, that's a bump. I also want to get the matching trunk for this and basically outfit it to look like a Dark Horse Roadmaster in a way. But with the removable trunk, I can just take it off and pretty much be back to a Chieftain. I don't know about the leg fairings. I've thought about getting the front leg fairings to match in the Thunder Smoke color. I may eventually. That would probably be the last thing on my list to get for this bike. Really, I just like the trunk because if I want to take a trip, I need a little bit more space to put all my crap to take with me for filming and taking my drone. And if I do a long cross-country trip like I plan on, I'm going to need to take an oil change kit with me as well. So just having that extra room is why I'd probably get the trunk. I also want to do a few other things. I don't know if this is necessarily performance or cosmetic, but I want to get heated grips, just because in the wintertime up here my butt is usually fine. I got plenty of padding back there, so I don't need the heated seat necessarily, but my hands do get cold out here. So I think the heated grips will be nice, and maybe the Roadmaster windshield, or maybe something tinted to kind of go with the black. So those are the upgrades coming for performance and cosmetics. Hunter Crowder asked, how long have I had my bike? I am coming up on 1 year here. Like, I think 2 weeks from now I will have had this Chieftain for 1 whole year, and that's the longest I've had any of my 3 bikes so far. I had the Vulcan S for like 8 months, 7-8 months. I had the Chief for like 2 or 3 months before I upgraded to the Chieftain, just because I wanted this really nice ride command and sound system. So I will be doing a 1 year review of my Indian Chieftain coming up here real soon. Next up is Motohead, and Motohead has kind of a cool connection to me. He's got some family that lives in the same town that I do, and so his question is, when are we going to meet up for a ride? My answer to that is soon. Send me a message either directly here on YouTube, or find me on Instagram or on Facebook on Motoblade. Send me a message and we will like coordinate a time to meet up and hang out and go for a ride. I love meeting you guys. I love meeting fans of the channel. So definitely, let's meet up and go for a ride, man. Next question is a bit away from motorcycles. He asks how to make money and escape wage cuckery. Bit off topic from the motorcycle stuff, but I did say ask me anything. So my tips for that would be avoid debt, be frugal, and I guess it's part of avoiding debt, build up your skills so you can work in more than one market and maybe jump ship from the current job you have to something else, and I guess quit your job if it's that bad. If you're just a slave to the wages, find something else you can do. I mean, if you want to go for the short answer, just go win the lottery. I mean, that would be everybody's dream, right? Go win that, and then you don't have to be a slave to wage cuckery anymore. But, you know, I don't see that as a career plan. If you do, hey, you go for it. But yeah, save up. Maybe try to make some other money, like a side job in addition to your main job, so you can quit your main job if it sucks that badly. And those are, I guess, the best tips I have for that. A couple of other questions I get fairly often is, what bike should I buy? Or is this bike right for me? I'll have a lot of guys ask me in my test drive videos on Harley, Yamaha, Kawasaki, whatever. Guys will ask me, I'm 6'6" or I'm 4'5", or, you know, they'll give me their height and their weight and all this stuff, and they're like, is this bike a good fit for me? I have no freaking clue. I will tell you the best advice I can give you, and this is my reply 100% of the time to these people when you guys ask me this question, and that is, I can't tell you if the bike is right for you. I can't tell you if it's going to be comfortable for you. The best thing you can do is go throw a leg over the bike and sit your butt on it for yourself, and if there's maybe 2 or 3 that you're looking at, don't buy the bike until you've tried out those other 2 or 3. Try them out, see what feels the most comfortable to you, and go from there. That's going to be your answer. I can't tell you what the best thing would be for you just from your height and your weight. Everybody's going to be different. I enjoyed the Kawasaki Vulcan S, but now I throw a leg over one of those at, you know, I go to a dealer and they happen to have one. I sit on it for old time's sake, but it feels incredibly small to me, whereas when I started it felt big, and I don't know, it was comfortable then for me, but now that I've gotten so used to riding my Dark Horse and bigger bikes, smaller bikes just aren't comfortable for me anymore. And I'm not a real tall dude, I'm only like 5'7", 5'8". So that's just totally personal opinion, and you guys have to try any bike that you're considering. Don't buy a bike that you haven't actually taken on a test ride and compared it to other bikes. Just don't. You will be a lot happier if you do a lot of comparison beforehand. Go to the dealerships, do test rides. That's what they're there for. You know, you could do a test ride on every motorcycle they have there. They might not be the happiest about that, but, you know, you're giving them your business and you want to be happy with the purchase you're going to make, test ride everything that you are considering. And that's the best advice I can give you on that. Another question I've received is, where is my favorite place to ride? You know, I've only been riding for 2 years, and I lived in Tennessee, and now I'm in Vermont. And I would have to say, so far, I have not found my favorite place to ride up here yet. I don't know. I'm still kind of searching for it. Mount Washington's fun to go up, but that's quite a good distance from me. But definitely my favorite ride so far, out of everywhere I've been, would definitely be the Cherahalla Skyway and the Tail of the Dragon down in Tennessee. Just anything in that eastern, northeast section of Tennessee into North Carolina. That was just my absolute favorite part of riding, was going up there. Every weekend I was up there that I could be, you know, during the summertime, and that was just beautiful country. My favorite rides, the Cherahalla, especially if you go during kind of like the off season, right at the end, kind of after the colors have changed in the trees, or right in the springtime before anything's really warmed up completely. There's no one up there on the Cherahalla Skyway, and you can just run it end to end like a speedway. You don't want to do that on Tail of the Dragon, you'll kill yourself. But Cherahalla Skyway, you can get some really good, fast, fun turns up on there. So probably my third and final additional frequently asked question that we're going to go over here is, when am I going to ride the FTR 1200? Soon. It is coming, guys, I promise. I've had a lot of stuff going on with work and with family visiting, and the time has come. I know I need to get on it, but my nearest bike dealer in the US is 3 hours away, and since I work during the week and the weekends, it's kind of difficult to get down there when it's 3 hours away. That's 3 hours down, 3 back, plus my time there. I gotta take a whole day off of work basically to go down and do that. So it is coming, I promise. It's just a matter of finding the time and making it work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions or comments, please drop them down below. I love talking to you guys and interacting with you. That's probably my favorite part of running this channel, is getting to talk with you guys and answer questions and help you all out. If there's more questions that you have, or you like this video format where I answer stuff, let me know. I don't mind doing one of these again in the future. I found it kind of fun. I like hearing all the questions you guys have. So drop more questions down below, leave a comment. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel as always, click the bell icon next to it. That'll give you guys notifications when there's new videos to watch right here on Motoblade. I also have some Motoblade merchandise out. If you guys haven't checked that out, I will put a link to my Teespring store down in the description. All the profits from that go right back into the channel to help me make more cool videos for you guys to watch. So until next time, y'all know what to do out there. Be careful, ride safe, ride on. I'll catch all of y'all later. Deuces.